Alright, what the fuck is this? And how is not every single American not pissed off about it? And come to find out, they've tried to pass this bill before. And this isn't the only thing that they try to do. This is just the latest example, I guess you could say. This is fucking ridiculous. U.S. Senate's first bill of the year, SB 1. It's bipartisan, meaning both parties agree on it. And what they are trying to do by passing this is punish anybody that is trying to boycott against Israel. Right here. In the previous Congress, that measure was known as S-170, and it gives state and local governments explicit legal authority to boycott any U.S. companies which themselves are participating in a boycott against Israel. 26 states have enacted some version of a law to punish otherwise sanction entities which participate in or support the boycott of Israel. How is not every single American pissed off about this? I sit here day after day and wonder how we haven't already had an uprising and replaced not literally replaced this government, but replaced the people in the government already. I don't understand how that has not happened. And just with this right here, this is completely unconstitutional and inhumane and immoral. They are putting Israel first. They are literally putting Israel first. I love this. I got a whole new setup, new mic, monitors, everything. Transition. I love it. It's great. But when is enough going to be enough, people? When are we finally going to realize that we are all Americans, all on the same side? At this point, it's us against the government. They are not doing the will of the people. They're supposed to be elected to do the will of the people. How many people want this? How many people even, did any single American tell the government that, hey, we should do this? We should stop people from boycotting Israel? No. It's a rogue government. They are acting on their own, which is what they are not supposed to be doing. I cannot stress that enough. I'm not saying that would be right or anything for that to happen. That's not okay. Just using an example, obviously. I love America. We love America. And I do not want to see it die. Period. Let alone at the hands of some Satanistic narcissists. Why is it that every second the national debt rises along with the federal spending? Look at this. This is fucking ridiculous. This is what they get from tax revenue. This is what they spend, and that's the difference between the two. Those are obviously not just the only numbers, but just the point is they are spending more than they are getting. I mean, that's a basic principle, right? I mean, if I spend... that's impossible for just a normal person to spend more than they have. I mean, the only possibility is credit, which you end up having to pay, which is debt, which is this. So, how are they getting credit? And why do we have a almost $22 trillion fucking debt? 66,000 per citizen? 179,000 per taxpayer? That's fucking insane. And yet all members of Congress have a multi-million dollar net worth? astronomically fucking high for the, what, not even 200 grand salary that they get a year? That's absurd. When will enough be enough already? When is everybody finally going to realize that the trust over yours as well as others' lives that you gave to the government has just been misplaced? When will people finally realize that? Or if they have realized that, when will they admit it? Or when will they care if they do realize it? And just don't even care. When will they finally care? Oh my god. This shit literally drives me insane. Reading that first bill that they're trying to pass, that's as rogue as you can get. When will everybody realize or care, like I said, that just because you don't want the responsibility over your life or over some aspect of your life and want to give it to the government, you're giving that responsibility over everybody else's lives too. One small group of people that don't want responsibility is giving them control over everybody, little by little. And it just happened more and more until they just had it all, until they eventually have it all. And they're not going to stop with just this country. They want the world. It's not bullshit or anything like that. They want... They're already talking about, like, you know, getting rid of the UN and, like, creating a new world government kind of thing with a world police and all that kind of shit. Like, they want world domination. Oh, shit. But seriously, like, and that's another thing, like how I was saying, you know, with the small group, you know, allowing them to have power over everybody, you know, that's democracy, that's majority rule. And you hear all these people, you know, we're a republic, but you hear all these people saying we need to protect our democracy, you know, all that crap. It's because they know it's immoral, and that's how they get away with shit, by brainwashing a majority into giving them what they want. And then proceed to have the media say it's the majority and that everybody wants it. And it is 100% immoral to do something somebody else doesn't want, or to impose something onto somebody forcibly, is completely immoral. And it doesn't matter what we say. We have no say. They, you know, propose a bill, and it's just up to them to pass it. The only thing we can do is try to call our congressman or congresswoman and tell them to vote no. I really don't understand how not every American isn't just completely pissed off about where we are at this point in time. It's insane. It's ridiculous. And just flat out fucked up. Like I said, I'm surprised we haven't had an uprising and just completely took everybody out of the government and replaced them and just rebuilt our republic already. I am so surprised that hasn't already happened. So when will enough be enough? When is everybody finally gonna open their eyes and realize they've been lied to? When are we finally gonna stop letting these evil, corrupt people run our lives? When are we finally gonna stand up for ourselves? When will enough be enough?